right place over here. And then I put the password in here.
Guest.
And
No, you're in the wrong spot. Guest. NBWSM guest.
I'm in the wrong.
I'm live. So
Right, security key. Yes. Thank you.
you're welcome. Do me a favor, Mary. Uh-huh. Every last one of them. Um, Mary, do me a favor. Check your my live and see if you can hear the sound okay. Okay. Any echoes? The sound okay? Okay. Any echoes? Okay,
it's a delay
perfect.
though, but
That's cool. Okay. It sounds good.
I know you bashful, but I need to introduce you.
I don't know how to mute this thing, so I gotta be. Let's see. What's up, Lord?
Let me see if I can. Okay.
What's up, Lord?
Okay, I got that. Yeah, people in the bakery and the way they got the furniture, they're not gonna fit. Hold on, Richard.
I need y'all to take
No,
care
no,
of it.
I got that. I'm take care. I'm just letting you know that I'm doing it.
What time is it? What time we working? Okay, let's go. Mm-hmm.
there showing it. Woo-hoo! How everybody doing?
I'm not sure.
On a Saturday.
Come in, Mary.
Thank you guys so much for coming. We're going to get started. Oh, I got to be on the line. So I don't need this.
You need it for here, but for a speaker.
Okay. We're going to get started. What's the first time? Ooh, we love first time, don't we? Y'all give them a warm welcome. So you know, all the leadership, I'll just introduce myself, Mary Ross. I'm one of the facilitators here. That Mark, you got the privilege and honor to be here. And I have the privilege and honor to introduce our facilitator today. She is the leader of the New Black Wall Street Business workshop. If you have came, you have to see her, the hire her, or just say she's yes. She is the brain behind the brain. I want to read off these accolades, but I just want to share with you. She is the brain behind the brain. And I'm telling you, this is I always go back. And we just, I talk. And I'm learning. And she said, well, Mary, she didn't learn from me, but I'm telling you, I'm in a new position because of these workshops to women.
Woo!
I'm telling you, you think I'm going around doing this every week? But no, but see, it's sad. In my business, in order, because all the time when you coach, and I am a business coach, but you have to receive, right? Someone has to coach the coach. Someone has to mentor the mentor. Someone has to lead the leader. We don't have it all, right? So someone came in here, and they know what who said that? Where's she? She said, I'm fired up. Okay. So anybody fired up? Yeah. And ready to go. Now let's give a warm welcome to Tawanda Houston, the brainchild behind the New Black Wall Street. This workshop, the brainchild has so many different things that she do. She just do it with the spirit of excellence. And we want to get started because you know we are punctual. So we want to welcome you and thank you for imparting in all of us.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. So I have two mics on, y'all. Okay. All right, great. So everybody gives Miss Mary a round of applause. So for those of you that have been with us since we started the community trainings back in February, you've met Miss Mary. So just to let you know, the merchants here, we have a program that's called NAVGA, and they sponsor this program. So initially, it was just for the merchants in the building. So we decided this year to open it up to the community, and the response has been so overwhelming. So we appreciate you all for, I like to say, celebrating your own success and coming to your own rescue, because the hardest part is just getting the information and then doing what? Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people do nothing with it. We say we need to have more than 20% actually executing. And so that's why we do this pretty much every Saturday. It's the goal to continue having something here every single Saturday so that we can continue to pour into you all. Okay? So we have a lot of information that we're going to cover in just 2 hours. I have an exciting project for you all that's probably going to knock your socks off. I'm going to ask for volunteers. I do want to see the hands of people that are familiar with AI. Oh, wow. Okay. Are you currently using it? Okay, great. So those are the individuals I would honestly like to be my volunteers so we can kind of flow through this. So let me tell you all what the project, let me go through these slides and then I'll share the project, okay? All righty. So this is just explaining what AI is all about. Artificial intelligence is a simulation of human intelligence processes by machines. and computer systems. AI tools include machine learning, natural language processing, and robotics. I mean, AI is a part of almost everything now. And if it's not a part of it, it will be a part of it. The big boys are pretty much using AI now, and the other companies are kind of sitting back and trying to figure out a way to implement it. What are some of the tools that some of you are using now? Yes, love Canva. Canva did this.
Writing content.
Hmm?
Writing content.
But which program you use?
Oh, I'm not using anything.
Okay.
I'm familiar. That's why I'm here, because I want to.
Gotcha. ChatGPT. Okay, that's the one I'm actually training on today. Midjourney. I've heard of that. I haven't used that one yet, but I've heard of that one. Is that a writing tool? Art. Okay, that's probably why. Who else? Adobe. I'm familiar with Adobe. My favorite is actually Jasper. So Jasper, has this integrated. ChatGPT is integrated into Jasper. So it's way more robust than ChatGPT. Just ChatGPT has an amazing marketing team. So that's what everybody's really in love with. But Jasper is my favorite. So basically, it eliminates the excuse of, I can't write, I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do. I've seen people use AI for therapy. It's not a replacement, but some people just want someone to talk to. It will literally go back and forth with you if you just need to get something off your chest. So it's an amazing tool. And I mean, cheers to the future, you all. Okay, so let's keep going. So these are the three types of AI. You have reactive machines, you have limited memory, and you have the theory of the mind. So reactive just basically means that it doesn't have a memory-based functionality. Limited memory, that you can use the past data, kind of like ChatGPT. ChatGPT is able to look at data from the past. Any students in here? Are you using AI? I'm a full-time student. I'm an A student because I'm the only student here, only two of us? All right, okay. This is an amazing tool, not to cheat yourself, but it's a great way to educate yourself. If you're busy, you're running business, you got kids, and you have all those different things going on, it's a great way to do research and, get that paper done. Okay? Theory of mind. These AI systems understand people's emotions and thoughts and respond accordingly. For example, like I'll show you all in a moment. Let me give you an example. I know what my downfalls are. I'm not a customer service woman. I know my background is in default, the back end of everything, loss mitigation, collection, you name it. I'm used to being on the tail end. So when I get emails, if you respond to me nasty, you're going to get the same energy. I give you what you give me. So what this has helped me with is when I get responses like that or emails like that, I literally copy what they said, go to my tool, and ask the technology to please give me a professional way to respond to this message. And it will spit out the response, and I literally copy and paste it into that email and send it. Right? So that keeps my emotions out of it. That maybe that person had a bad day, and it keeps me out of trouble. Okay? So it's a great tool. So there's so many different ways to use it. I've heard people say, and I'm jumping the gun, y'all, because I'm so excited about getting into this project y'all about to do. But I've heard so many people say, oh, it's not giving me the right response. It's going to do what you tell it to do. So sometimes you just got to play around with what you key in there, and I promise you, it's going to give you a response. It's your job after that to take it to the next level, tweak it a little bit. You don't have to use exactly what it says, but it's going to give you a great starting point. How many business owners do we have in here? Okay. Keep your hands up if you already have your vision, mission, and business plan. It's less than half of y'all. Why don't you have it?
For me, I'm not a creative writer.
Me either. That's why most people don't have it. They don't know what to say. How many people don't have their bios about themselves? That was me before this technology. I didn't know what to say about myself. Right? I don't even like hearing people talk about it. So I said, don't read all that. Like, But this tool will help you do that. You just put in keywords. So it really eliminates the excuses. You can look really good on paper now. Okay? All right. We're going to go right into it, y'all. So these are the most popular ones to me. So the one we're going to cover today is ChatGPT. But I love ChatGPT, and the reason why I'm going to train on that one and not Jasper is because it's a free version, and I don't know where everyone is right now financially. So instead of training on something where you have to spend something else, it's a very robust option, but it's free. Yes, I'm going to show you. I'm about to give you guys a code so y'all can go ahead and just scan it real quick and download. We're going to take about 5 minutes to do that, okay? So ChatGPT is what we're going to train on today. Jasper, if we have time, I will show you how robust that system is, and you can get it if you like. Grammarly is an amazing AI tool. People don't realize it's AI, but you can, let me see an example. I'm going to use school again. You say you're writing a paper. You can paste it into Grammarly. It will check it for plagiarism. It will check it for the grammar, spell checks. It will give you options to revise the words, another way to say it. It's a good tool. And you can also hook it to your browser so that whatever you're doing on your computer, if you're writing an email, you'll see a little circle with a G and a little Grammarly logo pop up, giving you suggestions. I have it hooked to my text messages as well. Or I also use Word too. It's so more. It's too much to cover in 2 hours. So I'm going to make sure that this project that we do is enough for you to go home and watch YouTube or get a little extra information on your own, okay? All righty. I'm about to show you. It's a part of the training, so we'll do it in here. Okay, so this is what I want you all to do. And we're only going to take 3 to 5 minutes to download this. So ChatGPT, just go ahead and scan that because you're going to need that to do what we're going to do today. I will have all the volunteers just come right up to my computer, and you'll do it from here. So if you don't have it right now, it's okay. You all asked in several meetings if we could have a place where we can network and connect with each other. That's that Facebook group. I sent out an email. So if you haven't joined that group yet, that's the one at the bottom. The survey. Before you leave here today, please complete the survey because that just helps us get better. And join the email list. Now, I know you all get the email. Some of you were in like our mass email campaign, and some of you said that you aren't getting the emails that are specifically about NAVGA, which is like at the end of each class, we always send notes and a recap. So if you're one of those individuals that have been saying you haven't been getting those notes, you want to go there and join the email list. Okay, so we're going to take a few minutes to do all 4 of those. Go ahead. It's not a password. So it's NBWSM guest. And then once you click on it, a pop-up window will show up and you're going to click on accept and continue. Raise your hand if you need a little more time. No, this is actually a browser. You can do it on your, I don't know if they have an app or not. I don't use an app. I use it for the browser. Yeah, so sign up from here. And the easiest way to sign up, one of the sign-in options is to just connect to your Gmail account. That's the easiest way to do it. But for what we're going to cover today, you do not have to have this in the class because I'm going to have everything on this screen, and you all are going to see it live. Okay, raise your hand if you need 60 more seconds. So make sure y'all in that Facebook group because I'm not emailing out any more notes. Everything will be uploaded in that group. All right, y'all, we have to move on because when y'all see this project, you're going to see why. All right, y'all ready? Okay, so this is our project for today. And I'm going to let y'all choose the topic. So we're going to write a 10-chapter book from start to finish while we're in here. Okay? And I want you all to choose the topic. So throw some topics out there. Think of something kind of relatable so that everybody can really participate in this, but just throw some topics out there. She said surviving COVID.
How to cultivate a positive mindset.
I like that. How to cultivate a positive mindset. Online dating during, uh-oh, you about to tell on yourself? I just played. She said, okay, cool. What else we got? How to start a side hustle. How to know if he's the right. Okay, y'all in love it. Y'all trying to get it. You, both of you first.
How to deal with emotional, mental, and spiritual health.
How to deal with mental, emotional, and spiritual health. I love that one.
The mindset of an entrepreneur.
Now that's very fitting for this room.
I did not
So-
want to say that. I did not want to be the nerd in the class.
I really like that one. How do y'all feel about that last one? Y'all to go with that? Okay, so I need a volunteer. I'm going to kind of coach y'all through it. So what I want you all to do with that book topic, the mindset of an entrepreneur, I want you to write down keywords. When you think about that, what words come to mind? Because this is very important. It's going to spit out what you put in it. Consistency. Leadership. Goals and planning. Marketing. Okay, so since it's your topic, sir, come on up. I'm going to use you as a volunteer. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and switch over to Chat GPT really quick. And you all, I'm streaming as well, so bear with me. It's my first time trying to stream and do this. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, come on over. Can you type or you pick? Okay. Okay, come on. All right, so what you're gonna do is right here at the bottom, and it literally looks like this when you go into Chat PT, so it's no point in me showing you what to click on. Over here on the left, all this stuff that y'all see, I'll type it for you, babe. All the stuff that you see here is just different chats. So it will store the different conversations that you have in there, and I use it a whole lot, as you can see. All righty, so what you would do is click on New Chat. Yeah, well, it's already on a new chat, so click down here. And then you're going to say, create. Come on, hold the mic for me, and I'll type. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it to create a 10-chapter list about my book title. What is it? Book title was The Mindset of an Entrepreneur. Create a 10-chapter list about the mother. All right, let's see what it does. Hold on, I got to refresh. I've been out of it for a minute. Is this dying or is it my? Okay, so now it's doing its thing. So we just asked it to give us the chapters. Okay, so it's creating all 10 chapters. So we're going to read these chapters to see if it makes sense, if this is what we want to go with for each chapter of the book, okay? So, what's your name, sir? Corey. All right, so let us know if this is what you had in mind. All right, so chapter 1 is the introduction of the entrepreneurial mindset. Chapter 2 is characteristics of successful entrepreneurs. I know everybody could be writing a book today, huh? Chapter 3, developing a growth mindset. Chapter 4, overcoming fear and failure. Chapter 5, staying focused and productive. Yes, Lord. Chapter 6, taking calculated risk. Chapter 7, building a strong network. This is good. Chapter 8, creating and communicating a vision. Chapter 9, embracing innovation and change. Chapter 10, maintaining a positive mindset. How do y'all like those 10 chapters? Okay, so what we're going to do now is write the chapters. Now, how long did that take? Most of the time was me reading it, right? Okay. I'm going to try to do without this. I have this one for recording purposes, but it's about to drive me crazy. Okay, so all right, so now what I'm going to tell it to do is write chapter 10. I'm sorry, write chapter 1. Mm-hmm. You can write whatever you want in here. It does, and it's always different. I'm gonna address that question, okay? That was a great question. Right, down here where it says send a message is the instructions. So someone asked, what if it gives someone else the same thing? Now, in my experience, because I'm just a nosy person, I tell it to do the same thing over and over again and see if it gives me the same response. I've never gotten the same response. The only time I've gotten the same response was when I was in the same chat window. And then it's because it's basing the next message off of what you have above. So I didn't have to give it any information about chapter 1 because it already wrote chapter 1 topic at the top. So all I had to do was say, write chapter 1. And so here, this is all it gave us. You can tell it to be more detailed. What I like about Jaxper is that you can choose short, medium, or long. And so if you want it to be really long, you can tell it. If you want it to be 4 to 6 pages, hey, sweetheart, you can tell it to give you.
Where do you tell it that when you're putting in?
Right there. Pretend like I want you guys to treat Chat GPT like it's an employee or something. Like, well, how would you tell your neighbor here to write a 4 to 6 page paper? Ma'am, how would you tell her to do this?
Oh, yeah, you have to put the topic.
No, look at her.
Oh,
I'll tell her.
What I need you to do is put the topic in first and then decide.
No. This is what I mean. You're not telling her how to use Chat GPT.
Oh, okay.
Talk to her. I want you to talk to Chat GPT like it's a human.
Oh.
That's the difference it makes. So you're going to tell her, if I was talking to her, I'm going to say, I need you to create a 10-chapter list. This is my book title.
Okay. I need you to create 5 chapters for me, how to start a side hustle.
Can you say it again for the people in the back?
I need you to write a book for me, 5 chapters, how to start a side hustle and a medium book.
Okay, I like that, but you would be a little more, do it in stages. So first thing we did was what? And I should have did the forward first. You can tell it to write the forward for your book first. And then it will give you a summary of what the book will be about. The next thing, you can tell it to write a bio about you, and you put your keywords in about yourself. What a prime example, Miss Angela back there, they needed a bio for me for NavGA. I went straight to ChatGPT to do that bio. So I put my keywords in and I sent it, and then I sent to Miss Mary. I said, Mary, how that sound? She said, you need to put it in third person, because I had I all in it. I say, I'm not a writer, y'all, but this has changed my life. Here. Okay, so you sure can. Let's remind me to do it towards the end, okay? All righty. Hey, this our blogger right here. I know he has to like this. Okay, so kind of have y'all peeped at it yet? Let's just read the first paragraph to see if it's on track. So entrepreneurship is a journey that requires a unique mindset to succeed. The entrepreneurial mindset is a set of attitudes, beliefs, and habits that enable entrepreneurs to identify opportunities, take risks, and overcome challenges. It is a way of thinking that allows entrepreneurs to turn their ideas into reality. And it's just going to keep on flowing. But let's say you're reading this, because again, this is not just for you to take it as is. You can copy that paragraph. We got to do a whole nother class. I can't do all this in this. But you can copy that first paragraph, paste it down there, and say elaborate. That's all you got to do. Put elaborate in front of it, and then it will dig a little deeper.
But how can you personalize it more, like your flavor, your writing style, your personality, because
that's a great question.
Anybody who would read that would know that I didn't write that.
Girl, you hit it on the head, honey. Okay, so what we would do differently is you give it a tone when you put it in the message field. So write a bossy letter, write an energetic letter, write a funny letter, write a serious letter. You can tell it, you can give it attitude, basically. Yes, you can. Like, we can do that when we get down to the end. Let's do the forward, okay? Everything is in that one message box at the bottom. So remember, you're creating separate chats. So it's paying attention to everything you have above it. So you can tell it, literally say, I don't like this. It will apologize. It will say, I'm sorry. And we'll do that at the end. I don't want to mess up the flow of the chapters, but let's do that at the end. Just say, I don't like this. And then it will redo it.
I wanted to find out, can it be used to write a contract?
Oh, yes. I did it on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, the city was here, City of Stonecrest, and our pop-ups that have been with us for a long time wanted business licenses. We don't have business agreements here for pop-ups. So while he was sitting there, I went right in here and I asked ChatGPT to create me a contract agreement, a basic agreement for pop-ups.
So how would it know law related to the state as an example?
You put in the state. So you say, write me. Now I did a basic agreement because I wanted to get it done right now to help them out. But you let it know, create an agreement based on Georgia law. Create a contract based on this. But please take that document to an attorney to make sure, just to cover yourself. But
I'm guessing that answered the question correctly.
okay, go ahead.
How does the AI know what current Georgia law is?
Oh, he's asking how. Okay, so there's two ways I would do that, because I do like to check behind ChatGPT. So his question is, how does this platform know the current laws? It's Googling it, basically. It's attached to research. So what you could do first, though, so that you feel comfortable, is ask the question. Say, what is the Georgia law around this? And it's going to give you the Georgia law. And then once you see, okay, they're right. Okay, design me a contract for XYZ, whatever it is, and it will create it for you. Even puts the lines in there with the name, the print it, the signature, the date, everything. Okay? All right, so let's write chapter 2. I put write chapter 2. Mm-hmm. So chapter 2 is characteristics of a successful entrepreneur. So it's writing it. And you can tell it. You can go behind it and say, I don't want it in number format. Do it in paragraph format. I do like it like this because it does say the characteristics. People pay more attention when it's numbered anyway, so it's totally up to you. But there you go. So let's look at some of what it put here. Okay, passion, vision, resilience, risk-taking, self-motivation, creativity, resourcefulness, leadership. I hit it right on the head, didn't it? All right. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So do you always, copy and paste it, you always put the word elaborate or whatever first, and then you copy and paste it?
Yes, so let's see if I can do it without jacking it up. Elaborate more on chapter 2. Let's dive a little deeper. So I'm not sure what it said above for each one of these.
Information, something to you. Can I check you recording before?
Yeah. What's up?
I realized that for information or anyone.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
I have a question. What if you have started writing already and you just need this program to help you in areas where you have difficulty? Can you mix the two, your own writing and this?
Yes, you can. Now, for me, I'm not a good writer. So now this has helped me strengthen my writing, though, big time. But what I would do is put my own thoughts on paper, blend it with this, and then place it into Grammarly, put it into WordTune. It'll rephrase. I love WordTune. They will rephrase. And the ones I'm mentioning, y'all, they're not free. So this is a free one. They do have free versions, but I've upgraded my accounts. But they do have free versions for each one. I love WordTune. 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 And you can literally just do a brain dump and then ask it to reword it for you. WordTune. WORDTUNE.
I'm a little confused. Could you explain the difference between ChatGPT and Jasper? Jasper?
Yeah, it's a big difference. So ChatGPT is integrated inside of Jasper. So for example, I use Jasper to do my email campaigns. I use Jasper to do and you can do emails with this too, but the difference with Jasper, let's touch on Jasper towards then, because I can actually pull it up and show you all the differences. Okay, so let's see what this did here. Now, did it put the same thing or did it elaborate? Resourcefulness, successful entrepreneurs. Okay, so what I would do to make it elaborate is, I don't want to mess up my chapters, but I would put here, tell me more about how passionate entrepreneurs are. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to dig deeper into it. Now, the length it gives you is perfect for like a workbook. But if you want to have, I don't know, I've never written a book. How many pages would you typically have in a chapter? About 20, 25? So it's going to give you the foundation, and then you just tell it to write a little more. And this is what you got here. And so you can do that with each one of the bullet points. So you see, this would probably be a page or two for each bullet point. So you just dig a little deeper. Does that make sense, everybody? Okay. So let's say write chapter 3. Hopefully it will pick it up. Oops. Oh, it did it. I forgot to put chapter, but it still did it. So y'all see I put write 3. I forgot to put write chapter 3, but it still caught it. No, what it's doing is writing the next 3. Okay, so I'm going to tell it to write chapter 3. Rewrite chapter 3. Okay, there we go. Yeah, y'all got to talk to it like it's your friend. So it's rewriting chapter 3. Go ahead, Sue. Thank you. Yes. So there's one. She was asking, is there a way to integrate some type of platform that will create the graphics for it? Now, Canva does the text to image. The one that I really like is called Starry. Starry AI, Starry AI. It will do your book covers. So you can It's like a lot of people here want to write a book, huh? Starry, Starry, AI.com. Yes, and it will do your book cover. So basically what you're going to tell it at the top, and they do have a free version, but it's only 4 credits. So you can tell it in the description to create your book cover based on your title. Just give it as much as it can in the description, then it's going to create the cover for you in color and everything. Mm-hmm. What time is it? Do you want people to hold their questions or ask them? What time is it? 12:40? Okay. Yeah, let's hold off on the question. Let's get through all the chat.
Just write your question down.
Okay, thank you, Crystal. That's what I just touched on. So Grammarly, you can actually copy and paste each one of these. And keep in mind, this technology isn't taking anything word from anywhere. It's doing research and then creating a response. So my papers, y'all, my plagiarism score is 0%. Anytime I ever have maybe, 3 to 10% or somewhere in there, is because the references, somebody else may use the website that's in school with me. All of my points are contributed to somebody at my university that has used the same website maybe, or because we're using the same title, my title's the same, because the assignment said title it this. But the information within it, the content, the meat, is all original. Yes, yes, honey, because let me tell you, when I tell y'all I'm the worst with this writing, the references, APA format, man, I would write these papers. My mama would get on me, put red marks everywhere. But the reference praise, I could never understand APA format. I will always get stomped with that. So what you do is you tell it when it's right in your paper to create a reference list in APA format. And be specific to say the website. So you want to say create a website APA list, or else it'll give you a bunch of book references. So just be specific. It creates the whole thing for you. It's really cool. But these are great questions. Write them down because at the end I can show y'all all of this. Okay? What did I say? I forgot. Yes, so at the end, no, that's in Chat GPT and Jasper. Yep. Okay. All right, so we're going to say, I'm going to tell it to rewrite chapter 4. And I can save this when it's done, and I'll put it in the group, our Facebook group, so you all can look through it. It's really cool, you all, and we can really, it would take some hours to really dig deep. Who struggles with their target audience? Like, don't know who to sell to. Why is going? You can ask it. Like, what's my target audience? I sell X, Y, Z. Or this is my mission statement. Who is my target audience? And it will create it for you.
Right to my target audience.
Yes.
Women between 50 and whatever.
You sure can. She was saying you can have it write messages directly to your target audience, and you surely can. Jasper, for the email campaigns, that's what it does first. It creates your target audience, and then it designs the emails for each target. All right. But y'all get the gist of this, right? I can go on and on. So what I'm going to do now, because I want to have time to help you all with whatever writing projects y'all have. So what I want to do is write the foreword. Is that okay? So y'all got the gist of this, right? Write the foreword. My book. I know, right? Everybody can see that good? Mm-hmm. What other parts of the book do you need? The index? What else? Say it again, honey. Yes, okay, I didn't try that before. Okay. Write the table of contents. Look, I'm gonna have a 50 bestsellers. Okay. How is that for those authors out there? So obviously, it wouldn't know the page number and all of that until you complete the chapters. It doesn't know how many pages, what size text you're going to use, whether it's going to be a little book, a big book. So all of that you would do yourself, but at least you have the meat. To Word or somewhere. So that's what I do. I copy and paste it into Word. Because my chats be all over the place. So I'll copy what I need, paste it into Word, and then continue here. Because just like how it started running off doing 3 chapters at a time because I forgot to put the word chapter in there, it may include content that I don't need or don't want. So I just take what I need and then just keep on going.
I can also edit once I get to Word.
Mm-hmm. You sure can. So it'll let you copy right on out of there, paste it in Word, and have a field day. Yes. So right here, great question. She said, does it save it as you go? So at the top here on the left side, those are the different chats I've had. So if you refresh, it starts another chat. If you click on new chat, it starts another chat. Okay, so you can always go back to it. You can create a chat for each chapter if you want to keep your chapters separate. You can do it that way as well. Okay, but you don't have to paste it out immediately. You just can't edit. I can't click on that field above other than copy and paste it. I can't go in and edit anything. Now with Jasper, you can. With Jasper, you can. So while it's creating the text, I can go in it.
What about numbers?
Yeah, so in Jasper, you can edit the text that it creates at the top while you're in it. I can't hear you, sweetheart. No, you can't do it. You can't edit the responses in ChatGPT, but you can in Jasper. But you can tell ChatGPT to rewrite or say, hey, watch if I put, I don't like this, watch what happens. I'm sorry to hear that. Can you provide me with some feedback on what you didn't like about the table of contents so I can better understand and improve my responses? Not detailed enough. Give me more information. It's just going to do it again. Okay? All righty. So what I would love to do now is touch on some of the points that you all made and show you really quick. But then I would like to convert over to showing the vision, the mission, and the business plan. Because I'm pretty sure many of you may not have that. So, so what questions do you have about what I've showed you so far and what you would like me to add, to do? Okay, thank you.
You need to do okay, you mentioned
I know.
putting graphics and things, pictures or something.
Yes.
Can you show how you do that?
I'll have to pull up another platform. So Canva, I can show you in Canva. 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 You can also do it in Jasper, but I prefer Canva.
If you created this book and you want to go back to it later and add to it, can you copy? We have to, let's say you saved it in Word or a doc. Do you have to copy all of that back into ChatGPT again?
Nope, you would just go back to your chat. Over here to the left, you just click on the chat. Like, let me refresh this so I can show you.
But what if you edit it in Word?
If you already changed it around?
Like if you put it in Word and you saved it there and then you made some changes or added some stuff in Word to the document that was produced by ChatGPT, like send in the line and you made some changes to it.
You added your flavor to it. So your question would be, what would you use ChatGPT for at that point?
Elaborate on that document. Maybe you have to do the whole thing there.
Nope. What I would do is the portion that you want to elaborate on. I want to talk about school, but we don't have enough students in here for y'all to understand what I'm going to say. Okay, so let's say this paragraph here. And I'm just going to do a new chat because that would kind of be your scenario. Yes, one moment. Hold on. What can I say? Write more. Write a 2-page paper about this. So it's just going to take the meat. You just put the portion that you wanted to elaborate on and just ask it the right questions. Maybe you want to have more personality. Rewrite this and make it more exciting. And then just paste the message right behind it. And then that's exactly what it's going to do, make it more exciting. Like the differences it makes in the emails, you all, is a game changer. You can, and then again, you have to manually type it in ChatGPT, but in Jasper, you can choose the tone of your emails. So if it's promotional, if you want it to come across as being promotional, you type in promotional. If you want it to be sentimental, you type in sentimental. If you want it to be exciting, if you want to stress the urgency, if you want people to buy now, like they're going to feel that energy in the text. But you can do it here as well and tell it to write an exciting message. And I can give you all an example of that. Like all the emails that you all get, it's all from here. Yeah.
I'm gonna say
All of them. Some of them exciting, some of them. all from here.
question.
Mhm.
I get 900. There's one person that I get 900 emails from, like 3 and 4 a day.
It ain't me, is it?
No. It's
Okay.
It's a business oriented. It's not a person. Are they using this? Because I'm like, who has the time? 2:00 in the morning, 1:00 in the morning. I wake up and I got 3 of them. Like, it's unbelievable how much this person is sending me. Is that what this is?
Could be. I'm pretty sure it is, especially if it's a big company.
I know he's not writing.
No, they're not writing them emails. But when you're getting emails at odd times like that, the person has studied the open rate. They're not just sending it at 11 o'clock at night for no reason. Like Sunday at 11 p.m. is like the best time to send emails because everybody's up for some reason. Late at night, especially if your target audience is mothers. Like for New Black Wall Street, our target audience is families. So if they're dealing with kids all day long, the likelihood of them clicking on your email is slim. But 11 o'clock at night, the family is pretty much sleeping and they're reading messages. So you want to pay attention to the time, because if you're sending that email at the wrong time and they got 100 more emails after that, they're never going to see yours. Right. Oh.
Hi, when you copy and paste that out and put it into Word, do you ever get that background, that gray background?
Yes. So I'm going to show you how to fix that. Okay. So just copy all of it.
Yeah.
And then click up on your font.
I just want people to know that that's going to be there.
Yes, but let me tell you how you cannot get it there at all. So you can copy it. Let me show you, but I can tell you. So what she's saying is when she uses this, when you copy it and you paste it into your document, it always has that gray highlight behind it. The trick to fixing that is when you copy it, paste it here first, then put it into your document. And it will not have the gray background. Okay? Yeah, it gets on my nerves. So I said, how can I get rid of this? So that's all you do, paste it there. Because it's just because that background is gray. This is white. You're welcome. Mm-hmm.
I'm a technical trainer, so I do a lot of flow charts, and I write and I do flow charts. Does this GPT do flow charts as well as writing?
I do not know. I know Jasper does. I haven't tried to do flow charts or anything in Chat GPT, but are you in our Facebook group?
No, but I will.
Get in there, put that question in there, and I'll figure it out, and I'll let you know.
I have a question. This is an example of writing a book.
Mm-hmm.
And once you completely written your book, you're talking about publishing potential. What is copyright?
Well, this isn't copywriting because this is literally I can't say a human, but human-like doing research. Same thing you would do. So, of course, you can ask for references when you're writing it. You'll ask it to spit out the references, where it got the information from, so that you can give that individual their respect, their credit in the book. But again, if you're writing a book, I'm not sure the process, the legality side of it. Y'all figure that part out. I'm just showing y'all how to write it. Okay. So I have no idea. Okay, right here.
I want to know how you use it to write a capability statement for your business. You know, it's essentially like if I was sitting down to do a resume, I know everything about me. So how do I get the information that I want to convey about that business from chat?
So business plan. Or
business plan.
your credentials, like your resume.
You're marketing to a specific person. Hey, this is what I can do to you. A, B, C, D.
Well, come on up.
Huh?
Come on. So let's start a new chat. If you wanted me to write it for you, what would you tell me to do?
Well, this would be transportation related. So
Write it right there. What would you tell me to do? Pretend like it's not the computer. And you're telling me, what would you tell me? You just told me right there.
I'm a hunting pecker over.
The who? Oh, Lord. I don't think. Okay, so write.
A capability statement.
Write is that the actual term of it?
Yes, capability statement.
Statement about my business.
Or my transportation business.
About my.
Yeah, because it's got to be transportation specific.
Transportation business.
Yeah, how'd you know?
That does. What do you do? I mean, like, what have you done?
That's I personally do trucking.
That offers transport of products.
Well, yeah, you can use products, but I, go along and quit.
That's why I told you to write it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm trying to get the gist of how this thing does
about my
it.
transportation.
I still have to do it.
Company. What's the name of your transportation company?
One Vertis Group. Number one.
Name.
Numerical.
One.
Vertis. VERTIS. Group. GROUP.
VERTIS.
Yes. Group. GROUP.
That offers transport of products across globally?
No, in the U.S.
Within the United States. How many years experience?
Since 2006. How many years is that?
I have over 20, almost 20. We're going to say over 20.
Okay, that's fine.
Over, they don't know no better.
Yeah, they don't.
20 years of experience.
Mm-hmm.
And this is kind of vague. You want to, when it spits it out, if it's not as detailed as you like it, you can tweak it, or you can go back and just reword.
Yeah, I want to see.
So the good thing about it is it's going to put what you put here. So you can always copy, paste it, and add more. So let's read what it's putting. Look, he's trying to hear him sit back down. Okay, so let's read this. I don't know if this is what you would need or not, but One Vertis Group is a transportation company that offers reliable and efficient transport of products within the United States. With over 20 years of experience in the industry, we have developed the expertise and capabilities necessary to meet the diverse transportation needs of our clients. Now, let me stop there really quick. If this is a letter that you want more to that company, like if I needed, if it was Walmart and you wanted to talk to Walmart, what I would do a little differently is I would copy that back in there and say, write this message directly to Walmart. So it's more personal to them. But if this is more general, I can tell already the way it's flowing.
Yeah. What I was looking for, okay, here, look. When you do this, you pick a segment of the market. Let's say that you're trying to move equipment. So you want to be specific about your ability to move based on size or length or something like that equipment. So really what I was looking at, how does it come up with this format, and to determine where I would go next, you know what I mean? Like, see, it would be great to start with as an example. Mm-hmm. But how does this thing be specific to a particular category?
You have to be specific.
Whatever,
You have to say it. So what we would do now, because you just told me products. So you need to say that canned goods.
How it comes up with it, but I'm just saying I still would have to go in there and tailor it to what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm saying, because when you write one, it's not going to be something that you can use every time when you're trying to do a new contract. It's got to be
Yes.
something that you can adapt to a particular product or a geographic area or something to that nature. See what I mean?
I know y'all can't really hear him. I'm sorry, because microphone. But what he's saying is he wants it more specific. You personally have to be more specific. Now, to his point, you can copy, paste it, tweak it in Word. I would, after I see what it first spit out, I would say, I wasn't detailed enough. And then I would copy my same message because it puts it at the top. I would copy it and be more specific. And it will rewrite it and be as specific as you need it to be.
My question was, I just wanted to know, like, is there a way that, okay, like, how could I teach it? Not like so much teach it, but like, get it from me. If I want to like do something in a particular order, a different, like, particular type of way, like, how would I go about teaching it or like showing it something new?
Teaching AI?
Yeah, like, or
Learn
does
it.
it already? Okay, what I'm asking is like, does it already know everything, or do I have to like get it familiar with a particular topic and then it starts to teach itself later on? But do I have to introduce it to something?
So what he's asking is that the platform knows everything. Now, the platform is 2 years behind on data, but there is an upgrade option. Like you see that upgrade to plus, where more information is actually there than the people that are 2 years behind. But it just depends on what you need. I think 2 years behind is more than enough information. Now it'll write the code, HTML code for you, so you can tell it to write your codes in here. So you can design your code, rewrite your code. You can do all the codes in chat too. I know Jasper does. I don't see why Chat GPT wouldn't, but it will write your HTML code too. Yeah.
Ms. Tawana.
Hey, Miss Angela.
So this can do marketing studies, feasibility studies, all the things that our business owners need, as opposed to going to someone and paying, whether you can actually do your market study right here.
Yes, ma'am. So let me touch on that for a minute. There's a lot of things that businesses do that it may not be your skill set to do it yourself, even though you have a tool that'll help you. So those that have your business hats on, this is a great way to make money doing people's business plans, doing their vision statements, doing their everything for their business, because literally it's going to be so professional and so nice. I mean, it even does the financial statements. You just need to plug in their numbers. So, for example, you could say my business currently, makes $5,000 per month, and my goal is to scale 20%. You give it a little bit of information, and then it's going to create the entire breakdown is what you're going to need to be able to get those loans. But yes, it can do everything. If you see the social media piece is insane. You can tell it to write 30 days of social media content. And you be specific to Instagram. It'll create the hashtags too. Yeah. Let me show y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna say write 10 Instagram posts. Write 10 Instagram posts with.
Allowed Tawana to stay on track.
Write 10 Instagram. Write 10 Instagram posts with hashtags about the how to use AI. Sure. Let me pick a different topic about what?
Financial literacy in April.
Okay. Financial literacy month in April.
document?
Mm-mm.
Can it
No.
run a projection sheet, 24-month projection sheet?
It'll do whatever you tell it to do. One thing I noticed, it can't do like personal questions. Like it'll tell you that I don't know their personal. Like for example, I'm a skip tracer, so I try to see if it will find people. I put it won't do it. You could be more specific and say, who is this person? Who is that? You could do some things, but it shuts it down for that. Okay, so here's 10. April is Financial Literacy Month, and it's the perfect time to focus on taking control of your finances and building a better financial future. And so the next time, and that's the biggest struggle. Like for me, I can create the flyers and the pictures all day long, but I get stuck on the messaging to put on top of the social media posts. So you can store all of this and put it in something like Hootsuite and just let them schedule out and it'll post. Yeah, I love Hootsuite. So, but you see how it didn't use a lot of hashtags? So what you can ask it is create a popular list of hashtags of popular list of financial literacy hashtags. So it gave you 10. You could be more specific and ask for more. And so what you want to do is make sure all those hashtags are included in your post, because these will be the most popular ones that people are clicking on when it comes to financial literacy. Okay, what time are we working with? Okay, we got time. Yes.
I just wanted to ask about the components of a business plan. That was my question.
Oh yeah, how about we just write your business plan? How about we just write your business plan? Okay. Okay, so tell me about your company.
I do final expense planning and arrangements for people who are planning for their funeral.
A funeral planning.
Yes.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, not a good one, but you know what I mean. Plan about. What is the name of your company?
The name of the company is Ager Insurance and Financial Group.
AG.
AEGIR.
Like that? AEGIR? Financial?
Ager Insurance and Financial Group.
Insurance and Financial Group. Okay, write a business plan about my company named Ager Business that specializes in funeral, you said funeral arrangements? Funeral who? Funeral planning. Oh, the financial side of it. But not the actual casket, all that, just the financial side of like coming up with the money for the funeral. So one-stop shop in a funeral space. Specializes in funeral planning, and in the funding and final arrangements for funeral planning. It'll get the point, I hope. Let's see. And this one gonna cost you. Okay, let's see. Okay, so it's saying you do the funding for funeral planning, you do the final arrangements, you do the pre-need planning. It's also talking about your marketing and your sales, your management and staffing, the financial projections, and the conclusion. What I would also add to this, I'm not sure if it did it. I know, right? I got you. I got you. Okay, talk about my, oh, I hate to say target audience, we know that, but talk about, yeah, but then, your target audience kind of obvious. Let's see, talk about my target. Okay, talk about my target audience and competition. Because that's normally in the business plan. It's going to ask you about your target audience, is going to ask you about the competition. What sets you apart from the competition? That sound about right? Look, it's right here. So if you shoot me an just send me and I'll copy and paste it right over to you. Okay. Okay, let's talk about how much time we have. We got 50 minutes? Still? Really? 15 or 50? Oh, wow, we're on a roll.
So when you close that and go to a new one, it automatically saves it?
Yes.
Okay.
It sure does. And you notice that it called it funeral planning services. So it names it on its own. I didn't do that.
Can we go back to the book that we were initially wanting to write and show me how to do the cover, the cover?
See the book cover. She's asking how to do the book cover. That's a whole nother. That's a whole nother website, a whole nother. So that's the story that I shared with you. You can also do it in Canva, or hire someone, do it on Fiverr, or hire somebody, a designer, to do it.
What are the prices that you said some of them cost and others don't cost? Which ones cost?
This is free. ChatGPT is free. I really think this is all you'll need. But you can upgrade, and it's $20 a month, and you'll be the first to get all the updates, additional information, and so on. So $20 a month for this one. Jasper. Yeah, Jasper is $30 per month. It's the starting. They have a free version. But if you're somebody like me that's always doing emails and writing, you're not going to like the free version. So you want to upgrade to at least the $30. No, this one may be $80. I think Jasper may be $80. I got so many of them, y'all. Is it $60? Yeah, check into it. That's why I started with this one for y'all. But Jasper's cost. I also use Synthesia because I do AI videos. That one starts at $30. Synthesia is SYNTHESIA. And so, for example, y'all seen them. You'll see the emails that I send. It's the same email, but I make an AI video out of it. And you'll see the person. So the people that's not going to read, they're going to watch a video. So you get. I know she be a robot, but hey, she's talking.
Question.
Synthesia is SYNTHESIA.
Question.
Okay.
First, I'd like to say thank you to one for dropping these amazing gems.
You're welcome.
I wanted to make sure I came back and asked that I am interested in hearing about the student and teacher perspective with ChatGPT, so just make sure we can handle that.
You're not a professor at a school. Okay, so let's see. I can log into my school and do my next discussion board to kind of show you how it works. Y'all want to do that? Okay, so I'm gonna log into my class. Look, I don't know if I should do that because I'm live too. Let me not do that.
You want to take any more questions or you want
They may be watching.
You want to keep moving or you keep?
Yeah, let's keep going. Let me talk to her. Let me address her question though. So from a teacher's perspective, you can create worksheets. You can, on a student perspective though, it's really, as a teacher, you need to be able to see it, but you can't really fault the person for doing it. That they're, like, my teachers love me. Like, I am an A student because of this. But I was an A student without it. It just took me 10 to 12 hours to write a paper versus 20 minutes now. So I didn't go from being a D student to an A student. I was always an A. I just saved myself a lot of time by doing it. But you can be creative as you want. So any assignments that you want to create, you're the teacher perspective. Yeah, like whatever your kids want. Is it students or like kids or adults? Yeah, it's like I want to tell you, like I teach my son this. I don't let him use it, but I teach him. Well, he uses Grammarly to reword his stuff, but he's learning at the same time. There's a way to use this as a learning tool so that he can compare it, because the boy's smart as a whip when it comes to history. He likes to write and things, but it just helps him expand their vocabulary. Like I can literally send emails now without it, but I was terrified of doing it before. I would copy and paste it, put it in Word to make sure I didn't have any mistakes. Make sure, that it makes sense on the receiving end. Make sure there's no attitude behind it and things like that. So you're learning while you're doing this. Now, somebody just putting it in there, copying and pasting it, you're going to mess up one day and it's going to give you the wrong response. You're going to be looking crazy. So just use it as a guide to educate yourself, but don't, edit it and, do edit it.
A few questions, one here, over there, and
I just wanted to say, I just thank God for you. Okay, I thank God that this was free, but I also want you to please put your Cash App up here so that we can bless you, because this is very valuable information. And this is worth paying for, and I want to make sure that you have the opportunity to capitalize off of this. It's very amazing. Like, you changed my life. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Y'all so sweet. I'm not sharing my Cash App. Okay, go ahead. Next one. Thank you, sister. We were just talking about that earlier. Because the the teachers are using it, the professors are using it. So
it's a valuable tool for those to develop. So how you were saying, you use it to enhance.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's not going to use it for that, but you can still progress in your life or whatever, your business or whatever, and you may be using it and abusing it. So I'm just wondering how the educational system
feels about it. So if I was to give the educational system some advice, I would create the assignments in a way where this wouldn't work. Like, for example, I'm a criminal justice student. So one of my teachers, the assignment was a crime scene. So I can't upload the crime scene into here. So I had to recreate the scene. I had to figure out what happened. So what I had to do, though, was under the message section, I had to type in, what would you do if there was a dead body on the floor, clothes scattered in the living room, a knife on the table? How would you search that room? How would you make sure you didn't cross-contaminate anything? Like, how would you do that? And it provided a response, but I couldn't get the right response if I didn't study the crime scene. Get it? So what the teachers have to do is create the assignments in a way where the student is still learning. But if you simply have questions in your assignments, it's game over. They can paste the question in there and get the answer.
The verbiage to regurgitate what you see or what you're thinking, or you have to have the original thought.
Yes. And if more teachers did it that way, then it wouldn't be, kids are still learning at the same time.
My question is, I work in the scientific space, so we talk about criminal justice,
Okay.
but scientific proposals. Is there one of these programs you would recommend to use more than another, or because I've done some ChatGPT before.
Okay. So educate me a little more on what it is that you're trying to get out of the tool. What do you want it to create?
So I guess basically finding out what's the current trends in certain scientific topics, and then just seeing, how I can branch out from it. Like if there's a new technology that's out there, how can I use that technology?
Okay, so have you used ChatGPT already? So how was the responses for you with that? Like, do you not like it? Is it not giving you the responses you need for it, or?
I just played with it a little bit, but I never, played with Jasper.
Well, you want to come up here? Because I don't know enough about your industry to know whether it's going to spit out the right thing. But if you come up here and type it in, then we'll see what it does. But Jasper, you all, after she does this, I don't really want to switch to Jasper. That may be a whole nother class. But but I think this is enough for everybody in here to be able to write whatever it is that you need to write. Question back here. I prefer Jasper for the marketing piece. There's also another one called Copy something. Yeah, it does the images and it also does your social media content. If y'all in a group, your questions like this, let me know, because then I can just go look it up for you. But I prefer Jasper for the social media marketing. You can still do it here though. You're just gonna be more specific. You have to ask the questions. You have to tell it to create the post. What I like about Jasper is, how many of you need email campaigns? So in Jasper, it's taking you through a flow. So you'll start with your company name. It's going to ask you for a description about your business. Then it's going to create your target audience based off of your description. Then it's going to create the emails. So it'll create the first email. Maybe part of your target audience is 40 to 50-year-olds. So it's going to talk to them. But in your description about your business, like for example, this is all about entrepreneurship here, fun, food, family. Those are things I put in the description. So it's creating a mixture of emails so people don't get tired of seeing the same thing from you. And then you save that and you can add it to your constant contact or whatever platform that you're using. You can build out that email. If you all are familiar with, that's a whole nother class too. But you can build it out there. Or if you use something like ClickFunnels, you can create your whole ClickFunnels using this. You can use AI videos if you're camera shy. You can even have an AI video done of yourself. It's about $1,000 to get it done with Synthesia, but it's $1,000 a year. Well worth it. You submit your picture, your voice, and it will create an AI of you. And going forward, all you have to do is type the text and it's going to talk for you. And that's the Synthesia one I shared. Synthesia. Mm-hmm.
Hi. Like others have said, this is really, really valuable information, and I definitely appreciate the nuggets. So thank you.
You're welcome.
But I also wanted to circle back to a question about how professors look at it. I would have my own perspective. When I will say that the Academic Committee of Ethics for academics did recently approve the use of AI.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
They did. But what they are advising is that you don't let it do your analysis, your analytics, because it's really still learning. His question is still learning. So they're saying it's okay to use it for writing, but to be careful about the analytics. And the other thing with that too is, and you mentioned your son running it through Grammarly, that's good, because for my students, and I chair PhD students, I tell them to be careful, because a lot of times when they'll go back in and get the content and they'll say, okay, give me the references and citations.
Mm-hmm.
They're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ChatGPT makes it up. So it just mixes these things up, and if you put it back in Google, Google Scholar, ProQuest, wherever, they're not there. So my perspective on it is, you know, when I heard about this being used prior to me getting my PhD, when I heard about it, you know, being authorized, it was like, oh no, this isn't them using their mind and critical thinking. But I don't think that that's true anymore, because I do feel like this will give you that information, but you still have to tweak it. And in order to get that degree, you still have to make an original contribution to the body of knowledge. So this can help you, but it's not going to do everything for you.
Right.
And lastly, I think I want to say that what flipped my thinking about it was, I was thinking, this is kind of wrong. They need to use critical thinking skills, but I had to remember that, you know, if we looked at the early 1900s, late 1800s, those people, they went to the library. They didn't have access to the internet.
Times are changing.
Changed for us, where we can go online and get information. And as things evolve, technology evolves, we have to be open to that. And so this is the way of the future, and it's here to stay.
Thank you for that. Thank you. That was really good. Thank you.
Question.
Hi.
I want to ask a question about Jasper with the emails for e-commerce. I get a lot of emails, and if I don't know the sender, I'm just spamming them. Is there technology available within Jasper so that you can keep the person you're targeting from just spamming your email, or does it have spam technology so it doesn't go in the spam folder? That's what I'm wondering about.
If I'm understanding your question, so you're saying you're sending emails, but they don't see who it's from?
Yeah, what I'm saying is that, say you're doing an e-commerce type campaign.
Okay.
Right now with Google, with all of the email platforms, they have software that will just automatically put your email in spam. And I'm trying to say, does Jasper have a way to kind of reverse that so that your email has a chance of being read by your potential target person?
Yes, so just to let you know, Jasper is not sending the emails. So you're taking the content from Jasper and placing it in whatever email platform that you use. And so if they are a part of your email list and they subscribed, then it shouldn't be going into spam. But if you got the email a different type of way, then maybe it would go in spam. So I hope that answers your question. I don't know if there's a way to scrub it to make sure it doesn't. I know for our emails, most people get them, but then some people just say it goes to spam. But once they say it's not spam one time, then they're good, you know, moving forward. So I really don't know the answer to that, but I do know that you're not sending it from Jasper. So I use Constant Contact, and it's really good. So I haven't really had any spam or bounce back issues or anything like that.
Question here, Tawana. Over here.
Oh.
Quick comment. I think when writing books for using AI, I think you have to disclose
that you used it.
That you used it. So I think that's from the legality standpoint, that you have to disclose that you already used part.
In like a 2 font.
The fine print.
The fine print. That's fair.
I was thinking about this last night, and I just wanted to know if this is a good idea. Like, is there a way that, like, if I wanted to take my AI and like hook it up to the Bloomberg thing, and then like teach it how to predict like the stock market or something? No, I'm dead serious.
Now there are predictions. It's probably already out there, I'm sure, but they do have prediction tools already out there.
That's why I was asking, like, that's why I was asking earlier, could I teach it something so that therefore?
Oh, you're asking, can you teach the technology?
Yeah, like just introduce it like to the Bloomberg, you know, like the financial stuff, and then from there it's gonna teach itself. But I don't know how I'm trying to.
No, what I would challenge, I would say, look up. First, see if there are existing tools out there in the AI space for the stock market. Okay. Now, there are prediction tools out there where you can just put the stock market ID in there and it kind of shows you the trends. Okay. But I would say look and see what's out there and study that, because it sounds like you want to create your own.
Yeah, I want to create my own AI.
Oh yeah, do it, baby, do it. But it's a great idea. I like the way you're thinking. But just do your research. You got to know what's out there, and kind of go from there. If it even exists. If not, then you got some homework to do.
Question here and then gentleman over there.
Okay.
I'm an artist, so I felt like it should be mentioned that even though you can indeed use the Canva and Starry to make a cover, you should know that AI art is not copyrightable. That's just not legally a thing. So if you do want art that is originally yours, it's still easier and more lucrative to just hire an artist, because that art can belong to you. But legally, AI art, because most of the AI art is being stolen from actual artists. It can't be because of just how it functions, and it like, while the writing aspect may be more like a person, the art is not. So it's generally something mildly stolen, if not completely. So just keep that in mind.
That's a good point. I was looking at it for the NFT space, and a lot of the AI companies that are creating the art for the NFTs, they will allow you to use it to create an NFT, but they're getting royalties on it. They're keeping at least 20% on it. So yeah, you can never own it fully.
Yeah, the lady that was asking about the spam. I have 3 email accounts, 2 for business and 1 for personal. I get so many emails, say 100 a day. I've never went and counted them. But when I open up my email editor, I look for anything that's important. And if it's not, click, and it's gone. The reason I'm bringing that up is people who get a lot of emails are only focused on what they're trying to accomplish. If you're marketing to me as an individual, I don't even see it. Click, gone. You know, and I have so many emails. How could I sit there and go through this stuff? If it's from the state, a customer, or something of that nature, then I'm gonna read it. But if you from Joe Billy and you trying to introduce yourself to me, I never read that. So that's really, you know, she was talking about keeping it from being spam. The reality of it is that the person looking at the email has already decided what's important and what's not. And that, I don't know how you overcome that.
Yeah, how you overcome that is stop spamming. Like, don't send emails to people who haven't opted in to receive it, or at least if you're going to get emails another way, make sure it's your target. Right? Like, you wouldn't send your new steak recipe to a vegan. Right? So just make sure that when you gather these emails that you're focusing on your target audience, and 9 times out of 10, they're going to open it. For example, the people that's in our NAVGA have a NAVGA bucket for emails. It's people who opted in on Eventbrite. So if they register for an Eventbrite class, then they are in that specific NAVGA list. When we have new classes, I do send it to our entire database, but I'm funneling them to Eventbrite, to my NAV, so that when I send specific things around NAVGA, that's where they're going. Because you'll end up getting a whole bunch of unsubscribes if you just keep on sending those big general messages like that to everybody. Let's see. Let me look at this really quick. So, how is this? This was good? Tell us about it, because I have no idea what it's about.
What type of genotype instrumentation is out there? And so it gave me a list of different things. But when I sit here, I should have been a little more specific. I realized that's just an agricultural genotype. Because those are more so like for DNA or, you know, human genetic side.
Let me ask you, are there any speakers in here? Okay, because let me tell you, I like training, but I don't like public speaking at all. It terrifies me. But imagine asking it to create your speech. Now, you don't want to hold paper in front of the room, but you can study the speech, wrap your mind around it, and be more confident in front of the room. You can even create you an AI video and listen to it over and over again until you've mastered. Like me and Angela was talking about Matt. Matthew here, he's a director here, and the man is a genius when it comes to being in front of that room. He speaks so nice, and he just knows exactly what to say. He's so confident. He knows how to pull people in. That's just his gift, but it's not everybody's. So if you can just say, hey, write me a speech about this. These are the type of people that are in the room. And then study that. Get in the mirror, record yourself. So on the young lady's point here, use it as a way to enhance you as a person. Because what'll happen is you go through school, when it's time to do that job, you'll have no idea what to do and it will be obvious, right? So make sure that you use it as a way to educate yourself and do research. The answer, no, who just read that for us? Yes, you can, but you have to specify that you created it through AI. So she just looked that law up. I'm not sure how small the font has to be, but it has to be on there somewhere.
When it comes to
Put it in I don't care how I've used this. It's always comes back as 0% plagiarism for me. But I still run it through Grammarly every single time. And I check the data points. Like I want to make sure that the information is accurate.
you find the plagiarism in Grammarly?
Yes. So in Grammarly, it's going to check your grammar. It's going to rephrase it for you. It's going to make suggestions. And all the way at the bottom right, sometimes people miss it. It's all the way at the bottom in the corner on the right. There's a plagiarism button. You can click that. And then to the right of your comments, it will specify the percentage of originality.
I think you told us when ChatGPT is updated, but when are the other things updated?
They are updated. So you're saying when they update the system? I don't know how often Jasper updates, but I haven't had any experience with anything being outdated for what I need it for. So, but on Jasper, it says March 2023 is what it says there. I don't know how true that is. ChatGPT says that too, but I think that's just their website version. I don't think that's that, because I know ChatGPT is 2 years behind. It just depends on what you need it for. If you need current data, then ChatGPT may not spit out what's relevant today. You have to just test it and see. Like actually go to the real site where you will pull that data from and compare it to what ChatGPT will spit it out. Another suggestion, get the real data from somewhere else and then bring it to ChatGPT to formulate your response. That way you know you have the right information and it's just going to form it for you. Google it. So if you didn't have ChatGPT, how would you find your information?
No, what I'm saying is how do I get the information to ChatGPT?
Copy and paste it. So for example, if you want to know, the population in a particular city over the past 5 years, you could tell ChatGPT to create a summary that includes 2020 to 2023 population in the city of Stonecrest. 2020 was this many people. 2021 was this. Give it the numbers so it can just create the response for you. That way you know the information is on point. Okay?
So, young man asked a question about teaching the AI, and we also had a question about scientific data, right? So the young man asked a question about teaching AI, and we had a question also about scientific data. If you're trying to do novel and innovative research, and you want to make sure the quality of the information that you're getting is on point. Like, let's say you're doing a scholarly article on something, you want to use PubMed or National Institute of Health, databases or something like that. Can ChatGPT interface with some of those databases, and you can maybe specify where the data is coming from?
I don't know if ChatGPT can. I want to say no, because I've clicked on everything here. I haven't seen it. Now, there are integrations in Jasper. What can be integrated, I'm not for certain, because I haven't integrated anything in it. I just use it in its rare form. because there are a lot of apps already built in it and a lot of templates. But what I do know is you see the, when you type up there, see the thumbs up and the thumbs down? When you click the thumbs up and the thumbs down, a response comes back basically saying, thank you for teaching me. So when you're getting data back, it's leaning on us to use this and confirm that it's accurate. And if it's wrong, just like I said, I didn't like this. You see the response that it spit out? It says, thank you, I'll work on it in the future. It's collecting the real data. So over time, as we are using it, we're also educating the tool.
What about Google Scholar?
Is that AI too?
It's just another Google database for like scientific articles, stuff like that.
Nah.
Google question. So when I asked earlier about the references, and you spoke of the website reference with the APA list, you have to actually put that information in. It's not one to, let's say it created a document and you know that that document got information, say from NIH. It's not gonna tell you that that's where it came from?
You have to tell it to give you that. Now, to her point, there's been several times where I asked for the reference list and the link to the website. Yeah, website link won't work. And a lot of times it doesn't work because it's able to pull data from sources that we don't have access to without paying for it. But the trick to it is, if you're writing a paper about criminal justice, right? Go on the internet, look up your own sources for it that makes sense based on the paper that it wrote. Bring that website into ChatGPT, the title of that section on the website, and ask it to create that link and put it in APA format. All right, let me give you an example. Let me see if I can type it. Now, I've used the ones that it spit out, and I've never had an issue from my teacher per se. But if you have a teacher like Miss, what's your name, sweetheart? Miss Laura, you better make sure them links work. Okay? Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to copy any website from, let's say, Walmart.com. All for mom. Gifts she'll love, all for mom. Okay, so let's say I go here and I'm going to say, put this website in APA format. I've never done this, y'all, so I'm telling you, I don't know what's going to spit out. Title is all for you, mom, I think it was. Okay, so you see how it did a portion of it? It's saying all for you, mom. It's not a clear or specific enough title to determine what the website is about. Add all for you, mom, to the reference. There you go. So it's just a matter of playing around with it. So you see it, put it in there? Y'all see that? And so it's just a matter of playing around with it, because I am the worst with APA format. Even though they keep telling me I can go to a particular guide and do, I just don't have the time to be trying to learn APA. I'm not an English major. I'm not trying to be. I just want to paste my link and say this is where I got it from. But you can't do that. They'll take a whole 10 to 20% off for not having it. But yes, that's exactly how my references look. So you just want to have the title, the link, so that when a teacher goes to it, it's a real live link. A lot of them do work, but some of them are PDF files too. So you'll notice that some of them end in PDF. But if you need references, just make sure you click on it, make sure it works. Okay, what time are we working with? Okay, Y'all, I didn't think we were going to have enough time, but this worked out just fine. Okay. So I think we're good on this. Everybody understand this? You have it on your phones, your computers, so you feel confident about doing this at home? Okay. So vision statements. Y'all make sure you have your vision statements, your mission statements. Go ahead and do those business plans. I'm going to send you yours. Make sure you do those business plans. Whatever stumbling block you have been having in the writing space, just go ahead and get it done. What I would like for y'all to do for me, since we have a few minutes before we close out, is do this survey for me. That's fair? So I ain't got to wait for y'all to leave. Y'all can do it while we in here, and join the Facebook group. Oh, okay, awesome. Okay. So I'm about to put it back up now. Let's see. Oh, I didn't see all these people on social media typing. Okay, did I do the? There you go. So join that, do that survey for me at the top right. And if anyone has any questions while everybody's doing that, I can answer your question. Hey.
So my oldest son wrote his first book and it's still on Amazon, and I was the illustrator. However, you were sharing about the Story AI website. So I was watching the news the other day, and I had seen where AI was having a difficult time making hands and some of their faces. So I was just looking at Story Guide to kind of look at some cover. And when you look at their faces, you can see it. So I don't want the book to scare kids. I don't want that, but I am about streamline. It took us a while to get this first book done, but for the second one, if there's some things that we can look into with AI, I want them to leverage that. So I just want to know if you know anything about that. They have this article on YouTube where if you look at, take someone who's analytical just to start paying attention, but right now they have not really streamline how to make those fingers, so they're all, and then sometimes the faces.
Okay, so honestly, you all, when it comes to the graphics piece, especially for book covers, stick with hiring a graphic designer to make it. Now, the technology in the AI space is still growing. It's going to get better over time. Some things are still in the beta phase. So they want people to keep on using it so that the tool can get better. But when it comes to things like that, I would recommend hiring someone to do your designs. And to the young lady's point here, so you can actually own it. So I don't know if you're designing a book cover on Starry in that space, whether you would legally own the rights to it. That's not my area of expertise there, so I would say just get legal advice on that. Oh, right there.
I have got to tell you thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
I got an email yesterday to take an AI course for $997.
Wow.
You have just blessed me in a level that I cannot even explain. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you. And I see it all the time. This course is like crazy.
To chat GBT introduction.
Mm-hmm.
$997. Thank you.
You're welcome. And y'all will be charged. Y'all learn this soon. You're going to be charging for it. Look at my late friends back there. Okay, any more questions?
Just use that. Let me bring it.
Is the code working? Don't feel bad.
Because I came in late. And I didn't talk about the late homes like that. But you're a woman of many hats.
I know your face. I remember you very well.
But it's good to see you.
Good to see
I
you.
was not going to come to your session today because I've been battling with a headache all week. And even though I was 30 minutes late, I'm glad that I came in. However, I don't know if you already touched on what I'm about to ask. So in your system, I heard you spoke about people that have for-profit organizations that can benefit. I have a non-profit, and I wanted to know when I do my donation letters and things of that nature in that particular platform, because I've been asking people, and when you're starting something, nobody wants to help you. So I've been a one-man mission for about 2 years now.
Okay.
And when I walked in, I was like, okay, this is so needed. And like the lady said, can I get your cash app? So you just saved my whole life. Like you, I'm not a writer. But I said I will not say those words anymore because we do have the ability to write, but we just need some assistance, right? So I believe in affirming myself and telling myself that I can do all things. So you just gave me the opportunity to do all things and look good at it.
Amen. You're welcome, honey. And yes, you can write your donation letters in there. Just be specific in the send. Do you have it up now by chance? You don't? Okay. Gotcha. So in the comment field, you will literally ask the system to write me a donation letter. My company name is XYZ. We do XYZ. Be as specific as you possibly can, and it's going to shoot it right on out. Once it shoots out that response, then what you want to do is look at it, make sure it's what, because sometimes it give it to you on the first time. You're like, oh, this is it. But then you may just have to go back in and say, I want this a little more detailed. I want to add this to it. Copy. And if you're using GPT, you're going to copy and paste it into Word. If you're using Jasper, you can actually save the document from Jasper. You can also edit in Jasper. But to me, this is more than enough for most here. It really is. And this is absolutely free to use this tool.
You just gave my child some heads up because he's a sophomore, about to be a junior. He's not a writer. Where his sister was an essay writer, he's not. So I do Grammarly so he can use Grammarly, but this is an added piece. Because he's like, Mom, he's still not enough. So when I get home, there's a paper he needs to go write.
Let me give you guys an example. Like, I'm a terrible test taker. Not because I don't know the information. My anxiety kicks my tail. And being in that room and the time and seeing people around me, and also I struggled with comprehension in school. I have to read out loud. And so being in a room with people reading out loud, you look like you're crazy, right? So there are people that are very good all through school. And here come the test, fail every test. And I don't think it's fair. So this not only gives them the confidence, like they can literally, like I was talking about the speeches, you can literally write these things, recite it to yourself. So by the time you get to that moment, it's smooth sailing. You feel good about it and you're ready to pass that test, you all. So I just think that, to your point, don't use it to take the fast route, because once you get out of school, what you gonna do then? No question? Okay. So do we have time for another question? What time is it? So Denise Hood said jasper.ai. JasperAI.com, I think it is, or Jasper.ai, one of them. I can show y'all what it looked like. It's up here. But we have 6 minutes, so I ain't gonna have time to go all through it, but I can at least show y'all what it looks like. Let's see, Jasper. So this is Jasper. And one of the main reasons I don't want to show y'all, y'all see this? Y'all not using up no more of my credits for the next. But as you can see with Jasper, it's way more robust. So ChatGPT is built into this already. So you can do, this is the one you're probably going to like the most, is the documents. And so you can create a new document. And this is where you would create your email flows, your social media campaigns, over here on the right side. So this is, you just select your workflow. You can do your blog posts, your landing pages, I mean, everything, press releases, you name it. Social media campaigns. The email campaign is so robust, but you just take the information from here and then you plug it into whatever platform that you're using. And this is how you just do it from scratch. And so you can type it, which I don't mind typing in, but I want you guys to see how you can edit from here. So write an Instagram post about, thanking everyone who attended the AI writing course. And then you know that's exactly what I'm doing when I'm leaving here, right? Y'all like, how'd she send out the emails and the worksheets right after the class? Right here. Half the time I already wrote it. It's just time to send it out. Okay. And so that's a thank you. Thank you everyone who attended the AI writing course. It was truly a pleasure sharing my knowledge, blah, blah, blah. So that'll be the post. But you see how you can go in here and type? So in here, you can actually edit inside of it. And I can go right up under it here and say, create hashtags. And then this time you're going to hit compose. What did it give me? AI writing course, AI content creation, sentiment analysis. Those sound corny, but you can always just go in, take what you want from it. If you tell it to write an email, normally what it will do is give you a subject line. Write an email and include subject line. So y'all see the subject line up there? Bam. So that's just doing it from, I forgot to show y'all. Down here, you see this? It'll write it short, medium, or long. So if you just want a short message, you do short. If you want it really long, you do long. And here's where you put the tone of voice, promotional. Y'all, this is going to be a whole nother class. We're going to do it again. But you can put in different, the next class that we do will be more so document focused. So if it's going to be on business plans, everybody will leave with a business plan. If it's going to be for your vision statement, everybody will leave with that. So instead of it being so broad, okay? But you just put in, like, for example, excited. Let's see. Ooh, y'all using up my credits. Hold on. Let's see. You see the words it's using, the heartfelt, exhilarating. So it made it more exciting than the original message. But this one, I can't even remember if they had a free version or not.
I want to be a giver. You give so much.
Oh, you're so sweet.
So you're going to give whoever you want. You choose. This is for the men. 2 for the ladies. 3 gifts.
Well, you give them away. Give them away.
Who making a gift?
Miss Cuba Kingdom want to share some with y'all. Miss Cuba Kingdom is a business that's here, and she has some gifts that she want to give away to the class. So you get to choose who you want. Here you go.
Who am I going to choose?
Okay, so how about we ask some questions
Okay.
to see who get the gift? How many you have? You said 1 for male, female.
1 for men and 2 for ladies.
Okay, so only 1 man can win.
I'm sorry.
Let's see. Think of a question, Mary. What question I can ask this one? Let me ask GPT what to ask. Everybody got that one right. What's your best takeaway, fellas? We're going to do the men first.
How to use ChatGPT to help structure your book and to complete content.
Yeah.
Look, she need to go get a bigger gift. Look, I'll take that here. Thank you. Okay. 2 more questions. Who has created something while they've been in here? Okay. The lady in the pink there. Read it to us though. Come on up. What did you create? You wrote something for you? Okay.
So I just did all 10 chapters.
Oh, you did all 10 chapters of the book.
Including the conclusion.
Okay, so she did all 10 chapters when we were doing it and pasted it inside of Word. So she said, I ain't gonna wait on them notes. I'm gonna get it myself. Okay, so she get a gift.
And you get to choose. You either get a head wrap or a fan.
And I want to choose someone that created a document based on their personal. Okay. Come on up. What kind of document did you create? What did you write? Okay, I think you were asking about that.
That's about donor letter. I said, I can do that. Okay, so I'm going to go to it. I put it in Canva already.
Oh, look, she, oh, girl, I wish I could put you on my screen.
So you want me to read it? What you want me to do?
I wish I could show it to him. Hold on, let me do this. Hold on, let's see. So, you sit it on Canva. Hold on, let's do this. What's your email?
MASS.
MASS?
Yes. EXOU. No, MSXA.
Girl,
That's it right
there
there.
you go.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, click on that link and you'll be on my screen. And then you can share. That was the original plan, y'all. Was for everybody to get on StreamYard with me and share your screens. But I didn't have much time. Yes, and then you're going to share screen. There you go. Are you in? Okay. Just put anything. Okay. I'm gonna use my key. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna take this down.
Certified you in good health and spirits, I am writing to introduce to you Tag Team Inc., a nonprofit organization committed to preventing sex trafficking and gang affiliation among young people through youth development programs. Sex trafficking and gang affiliation are serious issues that affect thousands of young people across the country. We believe that the best way to prevent these issues is by empowering young people with knowledge, skills, and support they need to make positive decisions about their lives. At Tag Team Inc., we provide young people with a safe and supportive environment where they can learn and grow. Our prevention programs focus on building strong, resilient, and empowered young people who can resist negative influences and make healthy choices for themselves and their communities.
We work with local organizations, law enforcement agencies, and community members to create a holistic and collaborative approach to youth development. Our program includes mentorship, leadership development, and life skill training, among others. We also provide resources and support for those who have been impacted by sex trafficking or gang affiliation. All this stuff is true though.
I'm not.
Praise God. All this stuff is right. And they know what they're talking about. They don't even know that. I love it. You have to give me a catch up real.
Oh, okay. This was awesome, yeah. Okay. I think it is now 2:00. Oh, it's 2:06. Okay. Okay, so go ahead and say something. So we do have we do have a dance class that's coming in now that starts at 3 that has to put a dance floor in. So Miss Cuba Kingdom's gonna speak for a hot second, and then we need to vacate the room. Go on a Facebook group, blow it up. Let's network and engage with each other, and we can, continue answering questions there. Okay.
All I want to say is that I am blessed to be a blessing. So I went to my shop to get one gift, and the Holy Spirit says, get 3. So I just wanted to bless you. Thank you for coming.